am thirsty. Here we have Jesus at his lowest, on the point of death, in incredible pain. The paradoxical truth of Jesus' person, the Christmas image we celebrate of the divine into our human dirt, the infinite into the finite, God into our pain. I am thirsty. Remember what Jesus said to the Samaritan woman at the well. Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never be thirsty. Indeed, the water I give them will become a spring of water welling up to eternal life. Jesus, he was meant to be the solution to our thirst, but on the cross, I am thirsty. Thirst is, of course, literal, a very physical feeling, the dry throat, the parched body. But talking to the Samaritan woman, Jesus wasn't talking about water that comes from a well or a tap. He's talking about something transcendental, water that quenches the lack inside of us, that answers the deep inner yearning, the quest for meaning that we all feel. And he promises, whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. But he says, I am thirsty. We all know the things we use to try and fill that hole, to quench that thirst. Our careers, our hobbies, money or success, or even family life or good works for charity. Sometimes we try and lose ourselves in something bigger than ourselves, or sometimes it's about being different, individual, creative, unique and personal. Sometimes I try to lose myself in the glory and wonder of the natural world. Like on the church ski trip we should be on this week, covered in sweat, speeding down the slopes, surrounded by my best friends and by the vast, glorious mountain scenery. Sometimes then I feel that the lack is gone, the thirst is quenched. But usually it's well before the 5 a.m. ferry home that I've had a bit of a calm down. I know skiing isn't going to fulfill me. But Jesus, he said, whoever drinks this water I give them will never thirst. But he also said, I am thirsty. The Jesus and the Samaritan woman story recurs in hundreds of different forms. As Christians, we probably know it. We know the meaning we seek, the lack we feel, can only find their answer in Jesus. That drinking any other water, careers, hobbies, money, success, art, adrenaline, however good and wonderful they can be, they'll leave us thirsty again. But Jesus? Well, Jesus, we've said that we believe in you. Maybe we've got baptized and we've come to church. We've drunk the spring of water welling up to eternal life, and whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. But that's not really how it feels. I've been stumbling along as a Christian for most of my life. And yeah, I've had incredible moments of great ecstasy. I live a life that's often full of joy in the spirit, and there's fulfillment and meaning there. But also, I've been really thirsty. I've yearned for justice and not seen it. I felt depressed instead of joyful. I've cried out to God and heard no answer. I've heard my prayers disappear into the darkness without an answer. I am thirsty. Like the Samaritan woman, we ask him, give me this water so that I won't get thirsty again. Jesus doesn't give her a prayer or a drop of divine medicine to erase the lack inside of her. He asks her about her relationships, her family. He tells her things she already knows about the way she lives her life. He enters the mess of her life and doesn't tidy up. And then he died. And as he died, he said, "I'm thirsty." And it doesn't give us many answers, but he says it, and we can say it with him.